kindergartners. So we are going to start, what have we been talking about a lot when I was here? Yeah, we were talking about pumpkins. Can someone remind me about some of the things that we know about pumpkins already? So no, what's one thing you remember? What was that? Yeah. What else? Andrew, what do you remember about pumpkins?
That when you take out the guts, it's so disgusting.
It's slimy? Yeah, it's very slimy. What about you, Mariose? What do you remember? There's seeds in the pumpkins. Yeah, good job. I'll take one more. Jamie.
You can see seeds.
You can see seeds inside. All right. What's your question? Oh yeah, you can plant the pumpkin seeds. Yeah. So today we're going to be reading a book called Pumpkins, and this is by an author whose name is Mary Lynn Ray. And what we're going to see in this story is that when you have an idea in your mind and you work at something, you can make it become a real thing. So we're going to see how this man does that, okay? Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Once upon a time, there was a field in a particular place where it lived among young hills that grew to be mountains. Across from this field, there lived a man who loved it. One day, a sign appeared in the field. It said, "For sale." The man knew what this meant. Bulldozers, houses, streets, and street lamps. The man cried. He wished he could buy the field. Then it could always stay a field. But he had very little money. He counted what he had, and it wasn't enough. So the man sold his furniture and his paintings and his silverware and his pocket watch. He sold everything he owned, except for his bed, his stove, and his bathtub. Still, he didn't have enough. What could he do? So kindergartners, think about that. What do you think the man could do to make more money? Think about it first, and then when you think you have an idea, why don't you turn to a neighbor next to you and share your idea with your neighbor. So what could he do to make some more money? Turn to a partner if you want. Talk to Dale. I think he's a plan. So when you have an idea with your partner, why don't you raise your hand and I'll call on some of you. What was your idea, Maddox?
That he should get a job.
A job, yeah, that's a good idea. What about you, DT? What's your idea? What was that? You can what? Oh, okay. And Linnea, what was your idea with your partner? To make some more money. Go to a park? Is that what you said? All right, well, let's see what he does to make some more money. The man talked to the field, and the field said it would help. They considered growing Christmas trees, which the man could sell in the city. But trees grow slowly. There wasn't time. They considered growing cows, but they would need a barn and milk pails, which they didn't have. The man thought of pumpkins. The next day he went to the farm store and bought an envelope of seeds, which he scattered in the field. So with what we know about pumpkins, what's going to happen to all these seeds that he's sprinkling in the field?
They're going to turn green and into orange.
They're going to turn into pumpkins? Is that what we think?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if our prediction's right. The rain came, and then the sun came and warmed them. They grew, and soon the field was covered in pumpkins. They grew, and they grew, and they grew. When it was time to harvest, there were 461,212 pumpkins, which the man planned to sell for $1 each. That would be enough.
He should keep them.
What do you do with that many pumpkins?
He can put them in his house.
He had rented 1,400 trucks, 37 boats, and 800 airplanes to carry them away. And a rug merchant lent him 100 flying carpets for the rest. The man got an atlas and looked up all the kings of the countries. Then he telephoned them and told them he was shipping them some pumpkins. And where there were democracies, he called the governors, or the congresses. Every king and every congress he talked to said the same thing. Why should their people want pumpkins? They didn't know about jack-o'-lanterns. They didn't know about pumpkin pie or pumpkin muffins or pumpkin ice cream. Many of them didn't even know about vanilla ice cream. So the man wrote 461,212 tags to tie to his pumpkins to explain what they were for. Luckily, he knew how to write in many languages. Then he sent the pumpkins out. When they arrived, these round, orange, heavy, bumpy pumpkins, people read the tags and bought them. In Dundee, West Ham, Darlington, and Motherwell, in Shanghai, Fuzhou, and Bangkok, which are all cities and places, people were buying his pumpkins. All over the world, in Kiev, Killarney, Khartoum, and Tashkent, Quito, Quebec, Cairo, and Cadiz, there were jack-o'-lanterns being carved. There were pumpkin pies baking and muffins muffining. Now the trucks and boats and airplanes and carpets, emptied of pumpkins, returned to the man carrying dollars. He had enough money to buy the field, and he had some extra, which he used to buy the furniture that he had to replace. But he didn't replace the paintings because he had the field to look at. And he didn't replace the watch because he had the sun and the stars to tell him when it was day and when it was night. The man might have planted more pumpkins. He had kept one back for seeds. Pumpkins would make him rich. But he had everything he needed, so he decided to give the seeds away. Because somewhere, someone might love another field that pumpkins could save. So, boys and girls, did the man have enough money to buy the field in the end? No, he didn't? I think he did. He had plenty of money to buy the field, and he was even able to buy back his furniture. So, what did he do after he harvested all his pumpkins? Chase, can you tell me what he did with all his pumpkins? What did he do? He gave it to other people, and what did he do? What did he do to get money? Did he sell them to the other people? Yeah, he sold them. And then another question, kindergartners, last question: was he able to get enough money after selling the pumpkins? Andrew, did he have enough money?
And also, he put tags on them and many different pictures. So then they would know what it's for.
Right, because they speak different languages besides English in other countries, don't they? All right. Well, good job, kindergartners. Thank you so much for listening and being good participants.